Hey guys, Ankit here. Yes, this is me. And this time I decided to do a sort of a different kind of video. Now I don't have the uh, devices with me as such, the one which I am going to talk about. And I'm sure you guys have guessed that what devices I'm going to talk about today. Today is 11th of August and Samsung just released the Z Fold 3 and the Z Flip 3 5G. So, should you buy those phones? Now, personally, I have never used a Z Flip, but I bought the Z Fold, the first generation. I had the Z Fold 2, and I posted my videos on my channel. But I have sold it off. I sold the Z Fold 1, and also a few months back, I sold the Z Fold 2. Now, they're good phones, no doubt. Very expensive, good phone, and of course, like truly unique. Basically, a foldable tablet. However, after using those phones for a few months, I realized that uh, the most common task that you do on a phone, texting someone, calling someone, talking on phone for long durations, even normal messaging, WhatsApp, and everything. So these phones do not offer that kind of convenience to you when you want to do the simple tasks. Yes, if you want to watch multimedia, then those phones will provide you a much greater experience than the conventional phones. But for the normal phone tasks, no. You will sort of like get fatigued after a certain point of time. You know, in for example, when I was using the Fold, so we had that narrow, tall display on the outer. I'm talking about the Z Fold 2. So you are replying on WhatsApp. You rarely like want to open the Fold to type a WhatsApp message or read through the WhatsApp message. So when you are interacting with the outer screen, which is very narrow, 60 hertz, it was a 60 hertz display. So ultimately, you are not getting that premium feel which you get with a normal flagship. So this is my S21 Ultra. You know that this is one of the best, or maybe the best Android phone right now on the market. So when you're using even texting on this phone, even a simple text, the vibration, motor feedback, just the normal smoothness, the experience, it's on a different level. Any task you do, you always have this full screen available to you. But for Fold, you will get the narrow, the not the premium screen available to you for the normal task. So it takes away some experience or some some novelty factor from the phones, and you always have to open the Fold to even just reply basic okay, how are you, those sort of one liner sentences. So which you generally don't want to do because it's too much of hassle opening and then closing. Initially you will like that opening the folder, but after a certain point of time you will get fatigued that every time I have to open the fold to get the most experience out of this phone. So that is one of the concern. Second, the camera. Z Fold 2 camera, it is good. I mean, not at flagship level, it's like the same as 20 camera. And in Z Fold 3 they are still going with the same set of cameras. I don't know why. I mean, every generation needs to have a at least an incremental update on the camera, but this time there is none. So the camera will be a letdown. So again, if you go for these flagship, the S21 Ultra, you get the most amazing camera that is there on the market, at least in terms of the Android space. And I say, for personally, it is the best camera phone out there, most versatile. The zoom features, the macro lens, etc. So the fold phones does not cater to that. The only thing that they cater to is the multimedia experience and the productivity. Of course, you can open 2 3 apps at the same time, and of course you will get it in a much larger screen, so it will be useful in terms of productivity. And this year in Z Fold 3, of course, they have included the S Pen support, but there's a catch. The one of the main factors that I decided to not continue using the Fold was the weight. Till a certain point of time you will be happy, but then it becomes cumbersome to carry it around. You have to baby it a bit, and even for a normal text or like viewing something, you have to hold it in a hand, and it is actually like it will start giving you some pain in your fingers depending on the way you hold it. Even in the S21 Ultra, I if I hold it this way, if you can see that my this little pinky finger is resting at the bottom. So if I hold this phone for too long, then I get pain in this finger. But and just imagine for Z Fold 2 or Z Fold 3, it is even bigger or even heavier than this. So that is another concern. And if you have to buy a case separately, a S Pen separately to use, then of course it adds up to the cumbersomeness of the phone. So that is my concern. So if you are looking, you want to buy a fold, then of course the Z Fold 2 is the best foldable out there in the market, because the Huawei one is also good, but there's no Google service, so I would not recommend that. So you can go for Z Fold 3, but the Z Fold 2 is at a discount. I mean, in the UK, the Z Fold 3 has been launched for £1,600, 1599 to be exact, and the Z Fold 2 is now available, I think, at on the sites you can get it, I know 1300 or something. So in my opinion, it is not worth going for the Z Fold 3 just for the S Pen support. And of course, yeah, in Z Fold 2, the outer screen is 60 hertz, and Z Fold 3 they have upgraded it to 120 hertz. So that's a bit good. So if you have the cash, then go for the Z Fold 3. But I wouldn't recommend it, because ultimately the best experience you will get is not from a foldable device, but from this normal, the tried and tested form factor. The S21 Ultra is still a better buy than both the Z Fold 3 and the Z Flip. Now, the Z Flip, actually, the Z Flip 3 is actually a better buy than the Z Fold. If you want a folding phone, that is. If you want the bigger real estate, then of course go for the Fold, because they have significantly reduced the price of the Z Flip, and it's now actually in a relatively more affordable price range. It is actually cheaper than S21 Ultra. I mean, you can still find the S21 Ultra on sales on some websites like Amazon, etc. But Z Flip price is also around the same, and it might be even less than this S21 Ultra. So Z Flip is a better buy because it looks cool. I know the it is a foldable. So if you are more that into that kind of phone, then go for it. But yeah, still there is some compromises. That of course, again, camera. It has even less number of cameras than the Fold, and I think there is no telephoto camera on the Z Flip. So there's that. It still uses the S20 camera setup. Then there is the fact that the charging speed, it still uses that 15-watt charger. The Z Fold 2 has been upgraded to the 25-watt charger, but the Z Flip still charges 15 watts. So you can easily, forget the Z Flip for 1.5 hours at least while you're charging the phone. So that's an issue there. And yes, but they have again increased the refresh rate to 120 hertz, so that's good. So in my opinion, Z Flip 3 is a better buy. You can even get some good trade-in discounts. So you can get, I think, the Flip for around 400 or 500 pounds in the UK after the trade-in. But still, if you have that much money, I will still suggest to go for the S21 Ultra. You can't go wrong with it. And the S21 Ultra also supports the S Pen. So you see, I am using the Spigen S Pen Air case, and I have the S Pen here tucked nicely in the case. So you can't go wrong with it. The S21 Ultra, and the foldables, I was expecting a bit more. I know there has been a lot of leaks that the foldables uh, will not be that much of a big of an upgrade over last years, but I still thought that they will surprise us, but actually it isn't. And we knew that it is going to be cheaper than last year, which is the case. But I don't think if anyone who has already bought the Z Flip uh, 2, not 2, Z Flip was the original one. There was no Z Flip 2 as such. It was Z Flip 4G and Z Flip 5G. So if you have already bought the Z Flip last year or the Z Fold 2 last year, there's no reason to upgrade to the Z Fold 3. So that is my point of view. Uh, But of course it depends on usage because yeah, it's a new phone. Even I was tempted to look at what price they are going to sell, what is the trade-in value, but ultimately I decided against it because as I mentioned in my last videos that S21 Ultra is still the best phone out there, and I had actually tried the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the Note 20 Ultra, but I moved back to this phone because of the cameras. No other phone gives me that many option when I want to take a picture of something. I want of a far away object. I can zoom all the way in. Then if I want to take a close up of any flower or something, this is the macro camera on this. So it is the ultimate experience in the Android world. So that's my point of view. And of course, the iPhones are coming next month. So again, it will be interesting to see what innovation are they bringing. Now I know innovation and Apple doesn't go hand in hand. It will be like they have invented the 120 hertz screen. So yeah, just kidding. But seriously though, iPhone 12 was quite smooth. I mean, at 60 hertz rate, I still feel the iPhones are probably smoother than a 60 hertz on Android. So 120 hertz on an iPhone, it will be interesting to see how it fares. And pricing has been interesting recently because they're still their lowest priced phone, the iPhone 12 mini, is like uh, half of the price of the S21 Ultra when it was launched. Currently, it's going for around £579 in the UK. So, I am interested to see what pricing structure they bring out this year. Will there be an iPhone 13 mini? Uh, so it will be interesting. You see, I'm not using any iPhones right now, but let's see. And I don't plan to use, to be frank, at least not this year. Maybe next year we will see if because I mean this it still has the notch. Everything else is great on an iPhone, but still, if you look at the screen, is like an all-screen phone. But with the iPhone, you instead of the uh, whole punch out, you will get the full notch. Now they are going to make this notch smaller this year, but let's see how it goes. So that is my take, guys, and on the Z Fold 3 and the Z Flip 3. Personally, I wouldn't recommend it. I will strongly suggest to consider the normal phones. If you have the money, go for the S21 Ultra. You will not go wrong and you will thank me later because of the cameras. I'm not a Samsung fanboy. I have used iPhones, I have used Pixels. I am still using Pixel. I have the Pixel 2 XL. It is still one of the best phones out there. I mean, still, I was just going through the user interface of Pixel 2 XL. It still feels very smooth. It's like at least 90 hertz. Like Pixel 5 versus Pixel 2 XL, I still feel that Pixel 2 XL is smoother. It has aged very well. Yeah, unfortunately, the screen is slightly cracked, but yeah, I don't mind. And of course, there's the new Pixel 6 that is going to come out later this year, probably in October. I'm very excited to see what it brings. Imagine the Google image processing along with the latest sensors, because Google has been using the year old, 3 or 4 years old sensor in their phone, but still they are among the best uh, photograph camera on the market. So the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro is very exciting, and I hope Google don't make the mistake of less marketing, making it too expensive, because still, like, if you want to demand a premium, you have to justify it with the hardware, with all the features, and Google has never been able to do that. That's why they went for the Pixel 5 phone, which was like a mid-ranger, still at £600, but it was still like justified. And the Pixel 4 was a good phone, no doubt. I still feel that it was very good, but it was a bit boring. It had that unnecessary Soli radar thing and was way too expensive. So let's see what the Pixel lineup brings. And this is it from my side, friends. And let me know your thoughts on the Z Fold 3 and the Z Flip 3. Are you going to buy it? Anything you want me to ask about the S21 Ultra or about any other phone uh, do you are planning to purchase? I'll be happy to help you out, guys. Thanks, and please do like and subscribe my channel. It will be of great help. Thank you.